you meet somebody new. Take her to all the places that I take us to. And she might help me forget, but loving her is something I could never do. Because I had you.
G'day guys, my name's Tran and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial, and in this lesson I'll be teaching you how to play Because I Had You by Shawn Mendes. If you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to take your guitar to the next level, then check out my complete premium guitar course where you'll find exclusive content, theory and fingerstyle tutorials that you won't find here on YouTube. Now this is a really easy song to play and it's got a little bit of a Love Yourself by Justin Bieber vibe to it. In this video, I'll teach you the studio fingerpicking, but I'll also teach you some easy chords you can strum if you just want to strum and sing along to it. So let's jump into the verse for the fingerpicking, and we have a really easy riff here. So just one line of tab. We're going to start with an E minor bar chord shape like this. But technically, we only really need to play the 5th string and the 2nd string here. So you can technically just push down the 7th fret of the 5th string and the 8th fret of the 2nd string like that. But we will need to have our ring and pinky finger on the 4th and 3rd strings later on, so it's easier to just play the full E minor bar chord like this, but it's up to you. Now for our finger picking basics, our thumb will take care of the 6th, 5th and 4th strings, and our index, middle and ring finger will play the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings respectively. And your fingers shouldn't play any other strings other than the ones they've been assigned to. So for the first beat, we'll pluck the 5th and 2nd strings together like that. And then we'll do a muted slap on the 2nd beat. So to do the percussive slap like that, all you need to do is just drop your hand onto the strings, and most of that sound comes from the side of your thumb making contact with these bass strings and pushing them down like that. So we have 1 and 2 and then we're going to move our hand shape down here to a C5 power chord shape like this. Now as I mentioned before, if you already had an E minor shape like this, then you could just slide your hand down to the 3rd and 5th fret and you'd be in position. So we're going to pluck the 5th and 3rd strings now on the end beat after the 3. So pinch those two together, and then we're going to slap again on the 4 beat, and that's it for the first bar. So all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then for our next bar, it's really simple. We're just going to a G bar chord shape like this. But again, technically we're only playing the 6th string and the 3rd string. So you can just push those two fingers down, but I like to play just the full bar chord because it's a bit more convenient for me. Now for this second bar, we have the exact same picking pattern. So you'll pinch those two strings on the 1 beat, slap on the 2, and then pinch those 2 strings again on the end beat after the 3, and then slap on the 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in total, the verse riff just sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's it for the verse, simple as that. Now we get to the pre-chorus. For the pre-chorus, we'll start with a B minor chord shape like this. And again, technically, we're only playing the 5th string and 2nd strings. So you could push those 2 frets and strings down if you'd like, but I like to play the full B minor chord shape. Now, the picking pattern in terms of timing is exactly the same. So pinch on the 1, slap on the 2, pinch again on the end beat after the 3, and slap on the 4. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and then we're going to go up to a C bar chord like this, but technically you only need the 5th and 2nd strings pushed down. Play that for 1 bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we go back to the B minor for 1 bar and up to the C, and for this final bar you just pinch the C on the 1 beat and then slap on the 2, and that's it for that bar. So the pre-chorus in total will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 finally we get to the chorus, which is really nice and easy because it's just a variation of the verse that we've already learned. So 3 lines of tabs here. The first line of tab is essentially the same as the verse, and we're going to play that through twice. Now where it differs is when we get to the second line of tab, and we're going to add in 1 chord shape. So for the second bar where we had the G, instead of playing this G for the full picking pattern like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... For the pluck on the end beat after the 3, we actually go up to a D5 power chord shape like this. So it's the same as a C5, just up 2 frets. So index finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, ring and pinky on the 7th fret of the 4th and 3rd. And we're just going to pinch the 5th string and the 3rd string together on that end beat after the 3. So this second line of tab just sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And finally the third line of tab is identical to the first line of tab, except for the last G chord shape we're just pinching it on the 1 beat, slapping on the 2, and that's it for that bar. So in total the chorus will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that's it for the studio fingerpicked version, and now I'll teach you the easy strummed version. Now for the easy strummed version, we have one strumming pattern that we're going to use throughout the whole song. It's really nice and easy, just 8 down strums followed by an up strum. And that up strum at the end is played very closely after that down strum. So it sounds like this. Down, 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 up. And in succession. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So let's start with the verse, and the verse is really nice and easy. We just have 3 chords here. So we have an E minor, and then a C, and then a G. Now you'll notice that the E minor and the C are within one set of brackets, and that just means they're within one strumming pattern. Now the point at which you're going to change from the E minor to the C in this strumming pattern is on the 6th down strum, which is highlighted up here. So it'll sound like this. And then when we go to our G chord shape, that's just played for one full strumming pattern. So the verse in total will just sound like this. Next we get to the pre-chorus, which is so easy. It's just a B minor for one full strumming pattern, then we go to a C for one full strumming pattern, then B minor again, and then we'll just end on the C. And that last C has no strumming pattern, we're just ringing it out. So the pre-chorus will sound like this. And finally we get to the chorus, and the chorus has 3 lines of chords. Our first line of chords is the same as the verse, played through twice. And then our second line of chords has an extra chord here, it's the D. So the G and the D are within one strumming pattern, and the point at which we're changing chords is the same as what we had from the E minor to the C. So it goes like that. So the second line of chords in total. And then the third line of chords is exactly the same as the first, except for our final G, we're hitting that and strumming it once. And that's it for the chorus, really nice and easy. The final thing I'm going to teach you is that little lead riff that's played after the choruses, which is really easy. We're going to take out your next finger, put it on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, slide up to the 5th string like that. So pluck it, slide up, and then the pinky finger goes up to the 8th fret of the 2nd string, hit that, and then go back to the 5th fret of the 3rd string and slide down to the 4th fret where we started. So it just sounds like this. 1, 2. And one more time. 1, 2. So now I'll be doing 2 playthroughs of the song. The first one is with the studio fingerpicking. The second version will be just the easy strummed chords. I'll have a vocal track on top, so feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice along to.
I think it's time that I be honest. Should have told you not to go. That I knew just what I wanted. I didn't know myself at all. You're with somebody I can't be, but I can tell that you're happy. It's time for me to finally meet somebody new. Take her to all the places that I took us to, and she might help me forget, but loving her is something I could never do. Because I had you. Hey, remember when I told you that you and I, we go down in history together? Yeah. And does your sister ask about me? You and I, what we had is gone forever. You with somebody I can't be, but I can tell that you're happy. It's time for me to finally meet somebody new. Take her to all the places that I took us to, and she might help me forget, but loving her is something I could never do. Because I had you. Tell myself that she's the one to get me through, and she might help me forget that loving her is something I just couldn't do, because I had you. I think it's time that I be honest. Should have told you not to go, but I knew just what I wanted. Because I had you. You remember when I told you that you and I, we could write history together? Yeah. And does your sister ask about me? You and I, what we had is gone forever. It's time for me to finally meet somebody new. Take you to all the places that I took us to, and she might help me forget that loving her is something I could never do. Because I had you. Tell myself that she's the one to get me through, and she might help me forget that loving her is something I just couldn't do, because I had you.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to take your guitar to the next level, then be sure to check out my complete premium guitar course, where you'll find fingerstyle tutorials and theory tutorials that you won't find here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, and click the little notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on my updates. Be sure to subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Guitar Zero to Hero Express. Follow me on Instagram, leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.